The real issue is not whether you're black or white, whether you're a woman or a man. In my view, a woman could be elected president of the United States. The real issue is, whose side are you on? Are you on the side of workers and poor people, or are you on the side of big money and the corporations? Interestingly enough, recently, we've celebrated Martin Luther King's birthday, and we had a ceremony, a very lovely program in Burlington, Vermont, as I'm sure people did all over the country. And I want those people who are as old as I am to remember Martin Luther King Jr.'s last years. Everybody today, all the editorial papers say, oh, wasn't Martin Luther King a great guy? He fought for racial justice, a great hero. Remember that a year before King died, when King spoke out against the war in Vietnam, and when King said we need billions of dollars to provide decent jobs, not only for black people, but for white people. And when King said, I am going to organize a poor people's march to go to Washington, of blacks and whites and yellows, but of poor people to demand justice. Suddenly, when Martin Luther King began talking that language and taking on the system, my goodness, the FBI was investigating him and tapping his phone. The President of the United States wasn't talking to him. The real issue in this country is class. And the ruling class and the big money people do not want to see workers wake up. They don't want to see workers voting. Now, this gentleman calls up, and the point that he makes is so poignant. He would like to learn about socialism. He would like to see if there's an alternative to the Democratic and Republican parties. Unfortunately, he's not going to see that on CBS or NBC and ABC. He's not going to hear about the possibility of an alternative to capitalism. He's not even going to learn about what goes on in Canada in terms of a national health care system, or the fact that they're now proposing, and Canada is no utopia, you know, I don't want to suggest that. He's not going to learn much about the housing programs in Sweden or in Scandinavia, okay, because the system wants to keep us dumb and ignorant.